Hi, I'm Alex Archbold, and I've been buying and selling antiques since I was 9 years old. From basements to scrapyards, I'll look just about anywhere I can to find lost antiques and collectibles. And sometimes I'll go big and buy everything. With my wife and kids, we run an antique shop in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, filled with some of the most unique items we can find. I never know what's going to happen or who I'm going to meet. This is our life, this is our adventure, and this is Curiosity Inc.
From home, honey.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to another episode here. Today should be a fun day. I'm meeting up with our good friend Josh, also known as Ushitat, who's a maker, creator, artist. Why is Josh with me today? Well, we're not making or building anything, but I was at a place last week and they had a garage full of stuff and they said they wanted it all gone. So not only are they going to pay Josh to haul the stuff away, but he's going to get to keep whatever he wants to recycle and upcycle into his art projects. On the other hand, he's getting his stuff for free. not the case for me. If there's anything there that I want, I'm going to make an offer and buy. So this feels lopsided, Josh, but that's okay. I'm sure I'm going to find some treasures today. So we're going to go picking. I'm going to see if I can find some cool stuff and do a little digging around a garage with Josh. So follow along as we head down the road and uncover some boxes that have been stashed away for years and who knows what else. We'll see what Josh got and we'll see what I got, and hopefully it'll be a fruitful day. Okay, Josh has pulled up to help me clear out this garage. Hey Josh.
Yeah.
One thing they never chatted with is they're gonna pay you to haul this stuff away, so you guys have to figure out what you charge for haul away, I guess. Well, I'll let you figure that out. This is the pile over here, and I think they pulled out pretty much anything that you guys wanted to keep, right?
I don't know.
It's $1 million day. That's a lot of stuff.
Don't worry, he's got a sense of humor. I guess have a look at it, and then the goal here, Josh, is that this stuff needs to go because they want to clean it up. But if there's things in there that have more significant value, I'll probably try and buy it so they have some money, because we're trying to raise some cash for the fellow too. So
Sure.
I guess just have a look and we'll see. Meanwhile, old Alex here has to try and find some things that can be salvaged and possibly turned into cash, like this old medical, looks almost like a heat lamp or lamp. I'm gonna put that in the maybe pile over here with this Royal Canadian Army Corps from World War II, the Army Corps sign. Any military stuff is good stuff. You gonna come dig, Josh? Are you just gonna hang out looking cool by that truck all day, or are you gonna come and plow through this with me?
Yeah, I'll have a look through it.
I mean, you're gonna probably look cool all day anyway, whether you're moving stuff or not. Because you got that Josh swagger, your famous Josh swagger happening. But we got to get our hands dirty here and start making piles. So I say we just start bringing the stuff down that we know is garbage or throwing it in the truck, and then we can sort out the stuff that's maybe a little better. Like there's some axes and stuff over there, and
Yeah,
you know.
I suspect most of it is garbage because it's mostly cardboard stuff. Hey,
well-
veteran plate.
Oh, that's cool. See, oh look, and those are some records. Most of it's garbage. My butt. Look, there's records. Okay, I'm gonna move these over.
records.
It's too bad the rest of the train is there. Maybe we'll find the train that goes with it. But the box is cool. Yeah, we'll put that in the Alex. We'll save it from the garbage pile. Veterans plate. Of course, you get in Alberta. You get the poppy if you served or were part of the military. That might want to stay with the family. We'll see. But I thought I saw. Yeah, there's another box of records here. I'm gonna pull that out. Josh is having super fun out here trying to fit these old curtain rods at the back. Maybe you'd feel better if you had some cool shades on your truck. That things would just be better when you're wearing shades.
I don't know about that.
Josh is chatting about what can go to the recycle center versus what can go to the dump. Meanwhile, this is what you're... See, look, there's an old oil can down here. See, I always talk about finding old oil cans, and there's one right there. That's, 1950s. Texaco. Still has the lid on it. That means the oil... Oh yeah, somebody punched a hole in drained the oil very carefully. It's nice. Coolio. Wait, what'd you find? This card that's Y2K compliant. I don't know, that the world's not going to end in the year... Did the world end in the year 2000? Maybe this is just our consciousness carrying on into the future. But look, there's a bunch of Josh might have a use for this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
For
Art
flower.
supplies and stuff.
Oh, it's good.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll take that off.
We'll take her.
What about Castro?
We'll take it. Sold. I don't even know what I'm paid for yet, but sold.
Oh, this one's slimy.
Oh, there.
That's yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna not put that one in with the records.
My dad did a lot of
Mini lantern.
oil.
That's cute.
Yeah,
It's like a little miniature beacon lantern.
Oils are probably going to stay good. But anything
What
that's
is that
acrylic
stuff
will
there?
probably be
That's too
ruined
short.
if it's been on here. I've never used it 'cause I don't
Oh, it looks like there's some toys and stuff in here. Maybe that's the train set for that box. Oh, here's a box. Boy, it looks like the mice got in here. But oddly, they didn't touch Star Trek #1. Look at that. The mice have completely shredded a box full of comics. And sadly, it looks like some old Wonder Woman and stuff that would have been worth money. But they didn't touch Star Trek. I guess they're not Trekkies. That's all right. Okay, I'm going to see what else is in there, though. Yeah, we could start up a game of croquet in the backyard. Look, it still has the balls in there.
Do you want it? You might
Probably
do
not
one.
for me, but that could probably go in Josh's truck. He could probably craft or do something with that. You ever played croquet?
No,
No?
I've never
Alice,
played
I don't think these are plated.
You can get vicious.
Do you think that's sterling?
Yeah, you watch
Feel the
the
weight.
other guys fall
It's heavy.
apart.
Yeah.
Usually they're marked like 925 or they'll have a silver mark, but it's worth giving a better look. What'd you find? Oh, it's an
I was
old,
just wondering what it was.
it's a lamp. Yeah, like 1970s probably.
Brand new in box.
Well, yeah.
That might go good in your art studio, man.
No,
You know what that looks like? That looks like the Pixar lamp that jumps, you know?
yeah, it kind of does.
When it forms like the Pixar eye or whatever. Bink, 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 bink. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
You wouldn't use that in your art studio?
No, I have a.
Okay, there are old 69 to 72 probably Chevy hubcaps. I'll salvage the Volkswagen. Well, don't know what year that's off of. Not yet. No, I'm just noticing there's a box of oil cans over here, which I'll try and save. I'll just put that over there. Ew, there's been lots of mice or something in here. Gross.
Oh, there might be your squirrels.
Well, squirrels are just like the mouse's
Batteries.
old uncle.
They just got fluffy tails.
Yeah.
They're like friendly. I don't know. I guess mice are friendly. Why are we not as afraid of squirrels as we are of mice? Like we see a squirrel in a tree, we're like, oh
Probably
look,
because they're more whimsical.
they're whimsical. Oh, maybe it's Disney cartoons got us used. Mind you, Mickey Mouse. We should be watching him riding a
Yeah,
steamboat
but
down the
like
river.
Chip and Dale look like squirrels, and Mickey Mouse looks like some sort of freak.
Now, okay, so if I saw a mouse run by, but it had white dress gloves on and running shoes, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Like, that's a handsome mouse.
That's a handsome
That one's
mouse.
fine, we'll leave him.
I have a feeling that's not what made this mess, though. And what's in the box?
It says carriage bolts.
Well, according to the outside, it's in an old nut and bolt box. And guess what's inside? Nuts and bolts. Josh can use those. Nuts and bolts, Josh.
Oh yeah, I can definitely use those.
He turns them into like little, I don't know, nut and bolt turtles or whatever he's making his cool Josh stuff. Here, let me come over and give you a hand. You can see the ground. There's so much squirrel debris.
There.
What is that?
Classic lawn chair.
What makes it classic though? Well, I guess because everybody had one of those. Oh, you're gonna fall through. Oh.
Dude.
Oh, look at that.
You know how many times I've witnessed my grandfather fall through one. They leave them outside and then they get brittle.
No, this is still good. This has years left in it. I had one of these when I was a kid, but mini, and I would go to my neighbor's house and sit outside their house till they came out.
And then what?
Just listen to adults talk. I thought
Oh.
it was so fascinating.
You wouldn't just wave at them and freak them out or anything? What's that kid doing in his little lawn chair?
No, they probably were annoyed, to be honest, but like, I was a little kid. Me and my little brother, we'd just go, literally set up our chairs in front of their house and just wait till they came out.
Oh, that's kind of a cute and sad, lonesome sounding story. Okay, well you look at, that's probably a music stand.
That's what?
I think it's a music stand, or part of it. It would have had the little bit on the top for holding the music. The goal with any pile like this is to try and find as many things that are reusable. Like this, look, it was brand new and stuffed in here. This lawn chair still has the tags on it. It's a, can be probably washed off and reused, but we're just sorting right now. It's a shame about storing things like this is that oftentimes they get destroyed because rodents get in. But I can see there's an old painting back there. You see that?
Yeah.
If it's, oh, it's got a punctured canvas, but
The frame might be cool.
oh, I'll pull it out and have a look at it. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Somebody sent me he said, my wife's going to send you a picture of her jugs. And I said, what? He said, no, she's got some old Crocs and jugs she wants to sell. You know, just like you've got a garage full of hose here. Hey, Josh, you're talking about classics. Look at this. This is the original safety tree holder when you have a real Christmas tree. And Josh, you only use real Christmas trees, right?
Yeah.
Look, this is like an old school Christmas tree holder. Those are all your injuries in a box?
Yeah, well, I don't have any...
Are you missing the lower part of your spine?
No, but he doesn't have a heart.
Oh.
This one looks a little bit like a kid's toy, but...
No, it's not a really old medical model, but those are from the 70s or 80s probably.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
What I see is that I see his old military helmet from when he served in the forces, World War II.
Squirrels.
Picture frames, this is what I'm after right there. That's a Doughboy style Canadian Forces helmet. A little crusty, but it's all there.
He's the one that found it.
Oh, look, an old tail lamp still in the box. Medical books, graphic books. We got a box of pictures and paintings. That's cool. Acupuncture charts. Put that in my Alex pile. That's pretty cool. Boy, my Alex pile is getting pretty big over here. Not as big as the Josh pile, but most of that stuff is really nothing he can use so far. But I wonder if these are all... These might be things that came out of the doctor's office. So this box was full of pictures. The fellow was a doctor, so sometimes you wonder what kind of paintings did he have. This painting is by Percy Hansen, who is an Alberta artist. And what would a picture like this go for? You guys have done a little research of some of the things you found in the house, but what would that one normally sell for?
That's probably about $1,000 painting.
$1,000 just sitting in this box full of mouse droppings. We're gonna give that back to the family so they can... I'm not feeling in the mood to spend $1,000 on a picture today, but I am in the mood to find some more toys or oil cans. There's an old 10-speed back here too. Let's see what else is in these boxes. What'd you find?
This is another really famous
George Weber.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, Edmonton landscape that he did?
Most of his stuff for Edmonton landscapes, but
I've
these...
got a bunch from the mountains.
Yeah, there's some from the mountains too. But he was the president of the Edmonton Art Gallery.
So we're finding some good paintings in here for you.
Okay.
Josh has gone with the first load of the dump. I, on the other hand, have been basically trying to find as much stuff as I can to salvage for resale. Made an offer. So far I've spent a total of $700 woo, on a pile of stuff, which is packed so tightly in here it's almost going to collapse out the back, so I got to be careful, and I'll show you just how packed this is. The back of my little FJ Cruiser is completely packed full. I had to take the front wheel off the bicycle, but we've got boxes full of old oil cans and comics and pictures and military things and records and logs, because why not? But there's all sorts of stuff back here. I'm gonna get to the house and unpack, and I'll show you exactly what I got. In the meantime, I'm waiting for Josh. Is there anything up in the attic? Nope. Does not look like it. And I don't see any eyeballs looking back at me either.
Oh, no bats.
I'm back in my vehicle. It is completely packed full of boxes. You can kind of see them behind me there. So what do I do now? What do I do now that my car is full of stuff? I start making phone calls on the way home to people that I know might buy some of the things that I have. Military collector for the military items, oil and gas collector for the oil and gas cans that I bought. And you start rustling up some sales, and you hope that before the day's even out that you'll be able to sell or get back a good portion of the money spent. All total, I spent over $1,800 today on everything that's in the vehicle, but there was a box full of wristwatches too. We're gonna go through that and I'll show you what was inside. I'm so glad that I spent the last week repainting and cleaning my garage, all nice and spick and span, only to fill it up with all the junk in the back of my car. I'm gonna get a table laid out here and then start sorting. But with any luck after the weekend, I won't have much left anyway. Hey honey, here's random child just running by who's drawing things. Looks like some stuff settled in the back. Be careful with it. Sometimes you get a load of stuff like this in your vehicle, you don't even know where to start because there's so much stuff. But you just start one piece at a time. I'm gonna start laying things out. Steven took the, what did you take?
Pressure treated logs.
Yeah, there were some old Yule logs that apparently change color when they burn. They're super old. Hopefully it's not like, you know, Uncle Sam's compressed asbestos. But yeah, we're gonna unpack and get this all out. One thing that was kind of interesting I picked up was some memorabilia and artifacts regarding this gentleman right here. His name was Harold Schwartz. He's that guy with the mustache. He was a German doctor prior to 1939. He was also part of the Underground Railroad, helping to get Jewish people out of Germany at a time when it was very crucial to do so. As a result, he had to flee Germany himself, ended up in Canada, joined the medical corps here, and was a decorated soldier and became a doctor for over 50 years. As a result of his great practice and ambition, he was the head of the boxing commission here. He won numerous awards, and I was able to find and dig out some of these items. The family has kept a number of artifacts and items for themselves, but I was able to get enough that can go into private hands where they'll be honored and cherished as well. So I'm gonna try and put these pieces together as I dig out with the car, but there's all kinds of fun stuff, and I've only gotten through the first few bits. I was pretty curious to go through this box because it had some Mark's Train accessories, Morrowcraft. I remember going there when I was a kid. Train bits, parts of old cars. Oh, that's off of the Schuko and Genico car I picked up last time. That's a little trailer for it. Well, that's cool that I have one of the accessories. Maybe there's some more. A little model motor. Who knows what's in here? Is this the motor for it? Yeah, I think, well, that's a little electric motor. Oh, that's it. So that's it with this box. Little electric motor. Train bits and parts. Okay, I'm gonna get this out on the table and see what's inside. I'm rich. There's stacks of Monopoly money. A lot of people say that's what Canadian money looks like to them. They think it looks like Monopoly money. I'm hoping that the engine or some of the cars will be in here at least anyway. This was in there though. I've never seen anything quite like this. It's an Italian River Rossi electrified bus. So it runs off of electric lines, just like an overhead bus line would, but it has a working little electric motor in it. That's really, really neat. Even this looks like the lid or a box. Oh yeah, that's for the, I guess that's part of this River Rossi set. Maybe for the bus. Okay, maybe there's more to it. Oh, I recognize this. This goes on your car. That's to let people know that you're a medical doctor, especially if you were doing house calls back in the old days, you'd put that on your car. We're going way back now. Like that would go on your bumper or grill. That's pretty cool. It's enamel. Don't see those too often. But wait, can it be? Is it actually Josh?
It's me!
Yeah, you got your phone going too. Hey, welcome, welcome. I'm just going through some of my stuff here, seeing what I got.
I'm gonna show what I got as well. Let's see what you got.
Okay, well, so far I've got some toys. I bought the cards that this trailer went to last time, and I actually kept it for myself, so I'm kind of excited about that. Little electrified bus. Oh, yeah, I was worried I wasn't going to get any actual train engines, but there's a car at least anyway, a Pullman car. So you got some stuff too?
Yeah, I didn't get what I was hoping to get, but
You got some stuff? Okay, let's go see what you got.
they kind of took away all the good stuff, unfortunately. They needed to keep it for whatever reason.
Well, sometimes family has to have a second look,
Yeah.
but they're gonna call you if they can let it loose, right?
Yeah, they said they would.
Wait, is your truck just like way down in the back, or is it sitting low?
This is like a California lift. I forget what it's actually called, but for whatever reason in California, they like the front end being a couple inches higher than the back end.
Is it so you can play that lowrider music?
I don't know. It might actually be like a a Latin thing. Is that the politically?
Oh, you got the marble.
Oh yeah, they gave me the marble.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but that's like most of the things that I take.
Yeah.
These I might put on my chicken coop or something like that.
Yeah, nice shelf brackets.
I don't know exactly. This little thing here.
Yeah, Tico electrical cabinet, I think. This is probably like electrical bits or screws in it.
There's like bits of hardware and stuff in there.
Cool. I'm snooping through your stuff. Coke crate.
Yeah, Coke crate.
Oh, you got some tools, I guess, some wood stuff.
Yeah, I wanted the little broom handles. They're like, I use them for doweling and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't actually look too much in here. Yeah, I don't know what. Handy Sandy refill rolls. Okay.
Oh, there's some little doorknobs. Glass doorknobs.
Yeah, and
we were looking in the basement and they had a whole box full of 22 shells.
Okay.
I was like, well, where's the gun that went with these? And they said they don't have it anymore.
Okay. Yeah, just random.
Oh, hey, that's a lighter. That's a cool lighter. It looks almost like a heart.
Yeah, I did notice that actually.
That's
this,
cool.
This drawer was open, so I saw that in there.
Oh, that's a good. That's that's probably like a $25 to $30 lighter Canadian.
Okay.
So that's all right.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'll give it to you for $100.
Hey, sure. I'll go grab it for you right now. Oh yeah, I've got $100. Little did he know. Boom. He didn't specify what currency. Look, and he's doing his video right now. You know, you just missed a moment where I found a stack of cash.
Oh yeah.
You can just have that.
Oh, thanks.
I'm feeling generous today. I'm flush with Monopoly money right now.
You know what? You know what I found? I mean, it's almost as funny. A lot of your American viewers and Americans on my channel as well, they don't know what Canadian Tire is, but I found a $1 Canadian Tire bill.
You know, people collect the old Canadian Tire money. So this is a store, like a hardware store, like a Walmart kind of. But in the old days, and even now, you get points and dollars for shopping there. So they'd give you this Canadian Tire cash, but they don't make it anymore.
No, they don't. It's a bummer.
But it is. You could still spend it.
You
there.
can still spend it. Yeah.
So you found yourself a free $1.
Yeah, there are actually people who counterfeit or used to counterfeit Canadian Tire money.
It's true. Yeah. I was told a story that a customer of mine went to Mexico and bought a suede jacket with Canadian Tire money. And he thought he got such a good deal on it. And then he said the jacket, I guess they didn't tan it properly and the hair kept growing on it. Like the follicles were still alive somehow. He's like, yeah, it got furry. I'm like, that's the grossest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That is hilarious.
Oh, you got the cream can?
The cream can. I mean, this is just going to be for decor, I guess. Maybe around my chicken coop or something like that. I don't know.
You know,
my new shed.
A lot of people, like, they would paint these. That's what the, like, traditional folk art stuff. People would paint a scene, some sort of pastoral scene.
I actually have painted a scene on one of these for my mother-in-law.
See, that's the sort of thing that they like. Oh, you got some paints?
Yeah, there's the oil paints were still, I don't know if they're,
yeah.
I don't oil paint.
Oh, no, oil paint will last.
Yeah.
I wouldn't finger paint with this, though. That'd be a hot mess.
I would wear gloves for that sort of thing.
So that's worth it.
Yeah, a bunch of random
sockets and
sockets.
Oh, you always does the crescent wrench still work? Is it
bolts.
Locked up? No, it still works.
Yeah, that'll become art though. I don't really use crescent wrenches too much.
What?
I have
what do you do? Bite the bolt with your teeth and turn it?
Probably the good ratchets I'll keep because the ratchets break all the time if you're reefing on them. So yeah, but you know, some tools, some wrenches and whatnot. So that's good.
Yeah, there's some stuff in there.
Oh yeah, what is that?
Those are old, really old pliers.
Okay, a couple pair of pliers, which is that's good stuff.
Yeah.
2-3 screwdrivers in there.
You're making me nervous up there. Don't fall off the back.
And unfortunately, I didn't realize that they had a set of these of 4. These are table legs. So I threw one out by accident.
Oh, you could have had a whole set of them.
Yeah,
So
but
you-
I can make that.
You got 3? 3's enough to do something with.
Yeah, I could. Oh yeah, and then they had this they wanted to toss out. That'll just become art as well. That's just art supplies.
Cool.
Some of the stuff I'll use practically.
I look at it and I'm like, yeah, that's just a good socket set.
Yeah, it is, but I have a bunch. And then this stick, I don't know, I might use that on my fence I want to put around my garden at some point. Another socket set.
Yeah.
An extension cord that may or may not be good. Of course, these broom handles, and then the twine that you found. There was actually 2 bales of it.
Oh yeah, that's handy stuff.
So yeah, and then
Okay.
this chair, the classic.
Oh yeah, you got your classic lawn chair. You can sit there and watch your neighbors.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm liking that marble. I think that's a good score.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll do with it, but it's.
I'm so boring, you know. I look at it and I'm like, oh, you could make like a really nice bookcase with it, or tabletop or something.
No, that would be nice.
Actually, if
Polished on one side.
it is polished on one side. If you took wood or metal or something, you could make a frame and then lay those in and have like a nice marble table of some kind.
Yeah, I could do something like that, or whatever. I don't know.
We need to
There's a
find
lot
you
of
another
job
factory.
sites that
Like an old cart or something.
Right. There's a lot of job sites that I work on where sometimes it just needs a little accent, you know?
Like a French accent?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, and then these little pieces of copper.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I'll do with them, but it's good for little accents.
True. If you need to call the coppers, you can say I got a truckload of them. Waka waka waka. Okay, let's go see what I got.
Okay.
That is a nice thing about going on these adventures with Josh, is that we look for typically really different things, for the most part.
I don't know what's valuable.
Yeah, but you
I
have.
don't have the antique knowledge. I'm not an old man.
Aw. You hear that, Abigail? He thinks I'm an old man. Oh, wow! I just got burned by my daughter. Melissa has come out to see what's going on, and so has the little one. That's right, she's the little one. Well, look at her. She's little. What? You don't like to recognize your height? Or lack of? Don't worry, you'll get bigger. Oh, I'm getting attacked. But I am finding some of the medical corps stuff. So this is a presentation plaque that was given to Honorary Colonel Schwartz. And they look like they were quite well decorated themselves. And then there's the wooden plaque that would have been from the military corps, the medic corps barracks that they had when they were serving in World War II. He was able to keep that. And then, of course, some of the more ornate cast pieces. But those are pretty cool. These are heavy bronze. And this is more of a cast, like a lighter metal. But pretty darn neat. Of course, my box full of oil cans. I think I've got more in the car. I'm just going to get busy unloading for a while. And you've earned that iced tea or whatever Melissa made you.
That's the clearest iced tea ever.
Yeah, I thought it was just the dirtiest water ever. I'm like, what'd you do?
No,
Empty the
it's
dishwasher?
lemonade.
Oh, was it lemonade? Okay.
Imagine she just like tipped it out of a pot.
There were some boxes of records in here too. What I found is that the more obscure the 60s sort of rock and roll label is, the more it's worth, whether it's psychedelic or otherwise. That's our crazy dog across the street. That's a neighbor's dog. It sounds like something's happening. So some of these are not going to be anything. Sergio Mendes, sadly. Look, they know that they look at their faces. They know they made bad music. The girls, they're not impressed. They're like, we're hiding back here on purpose. They're hoping nobody knows that we're the ones that made this album. They were popular at a time, but not popular now. Oh, actually, Electric Flag is pretty good. That's rock. Ronnie Hawkins. No, that's not Ronnie Hawkins. Ronnie Sessions. So there might be some good rock mixed in here. Oh, Astrid Gilberto. She's really, I actually quite like her for jazz. She's a great singer. Donovan, Hurdy-Gurdy Man, Edgar Winter, to the Winter Brothers. There's some good records. Procol Harum.
Oh,
Guns N' Roses.
that's a good one.
Yeah. Dave Lindley. So most of this is actually pretty decent. The question is going to be, oh look, there's David Bowie, early David Bowie. This one's still factory sealed. That's a David Bowie album, still factory sealed. What are the big songs on this? Blue Jean. Donovan. I'm actually liking most of these albums, to be honest. Even Chet Atkins. My dad's favorite album, Salty Dog. So there's some good records in here. Cannonball Adderley. Got some good jazz. And then some obscure stuff. Okay, I'm digging on the music, I must say. Other than a couple albums that are questionable, most of this is pretty good sellable stuff. this box, and there are a pile of old knitting magazines and let's see, Star Weeklies. I think there's some Butterick catalogs in here too. What's going on over here?
I'm not doing it. I can't
Wait,
do it.
were you trying to whip?
Yeah.
I had a whip in a box. You just had Indiana Jones. You know, that could like, maybe you should be wearing a protective headgear or something. I don't, no, you're gonna smack your
Yeah, I
head.
can't do it. I'm too scared. I'm too scared to even try to do, I don't even know what proper is.
Well, proper is not running away, I don't
doing
think.
I can't do it, but this is a cool find.
Wait, I think you gotta start with learning how to ride a horse first, right? And then after you ride the horse, you can work on that whip business going on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta try, a man who drives that truck should definitely know how to ride a horse and use a whip. That's all I'm saying. Sweetie, before you go away, I think I found a magazine for you. 51 Ways to a Man's Heart. Look, he's winking. Aw, you gave me some food. You know how I like. Oh. You wanna read it?
Yeah.
No, she doesn't want to read it. She doesn't want to read it. Things are happening. Oh, look. What are the ways? Meat upside down cake. Oh, well. Spiced pot roast, candied corned beef, double chopped pie paste. These streamlined roly-poly, drop donut nuggets, apple crumble pudding. If you've gone through all 51 steps, your husband might exactly look like that. Maybe by then, or he'll be like this. Blah! He's having a stroke. He's not winking. He's having paralysis on the left side of his body. Oh, that's a lot of food. Do you think we need that? She's like in shock of the things I say. She's got to watch the videos more often. She'd know I'm a bit of a nutcase.
Oh, I know.
This box contains more records, but these are 45s. And who do we have? Artists such as the Rinky Dinks. This is actually not a bad one. That's Eddie Cochran. He's early rockabilly. So what is that? Oh, that's Josh leaving. We said goodbye already, but I'm gonna wave anyway. You gotta watch his video to see how things went for Josh. He was a little bit bummed out, but I don't know, I got a whole bunch of cool stuff. Condition isn't too bad. They just need a good cleaning. But that's a lot of 45s in there. Surprisingly, the box of comics that had a few chewed up had quite a few that weren't. Now, some are in actually really decent condition, considering that Mouse went to town on that Wonder Woman comic. But, you know, maybe if I'm lucky, I'll find a few gems in here. The other thing that was kind of cool, well, this, look, Canada's superhero, Captain Canuck. Look, we got a superhero too, the Canuck Kid. The number 3 and number 2. I guess they felt they wanted to do a Captain Canuck comic. And there's some underground sort of comics like heavy metal and things like that that were more, you know, subversive culture sorts of things. But this was a different story right here. The Sports Olympics books. This is from the '76 Montreal Olympics, and this is the these were the Olympics that Mary was at, that she represented Canada and the arts. Oh, look, I wonder if there's going to be something on Mary in here. Perhaps not. This is history of the Olympics, and then it looks like it's showing mostly the athletes. But I thought that was really cool because, well, there might have been an off chance that they showed some of the arts and things that were going on at the event. Anyway, really neat. We're just about unpacked here, just about got everything done. I'm just waiting on a fellow to come over and hopefully pick up some of these items he is looking at, like the military pictures, the medals and awards that the family didn't want. So with any luck, I'll be able to make a sale and get some money back on this stuff right away. I also did buy the 10-speed that was hidden behind all the boxes. It's a lightweight frame Apollo bike, probably from the late 70s or early 80s, somewhere around there. I'm going to see if I can actually get some air in the tires and pump it up. You know, it's been sitting a really long time, but the condition is really, really good. Very light, has the quick removable rims on it. This would have been a good high-end 10-speed. Probably still worth a few $100s today once it's all cleaned up and everything. So, worthwhile purchase out of a garage. The end of a long day. As I close the door on this afternoon's adventure, I was able to make a sale for all the military items and recover a good chunk of my money that I spent today. The nice thing is it's going to someone who really honors and looks after the history of military. He's a military collector that picked it up. So it went to a good home. And if when any luck, I'll be able to get the military medals from the Second World War so we can keep the entire collection together, but who knows. As for the rest of the stuff, well, you know, I ended up finding a few surprises. Aside from being really happy overall with the records that I got, I've not even gone through the 45s yet. That's gonna be a long-term project to go through that stuff. I was able to find the complete set of this little bus with all its overhead lines and everything in the power pack. That's all there. And I was digging around and I wasn't sure if I'd have the rest of this trick set because, well, it was just the box. But look, I found the engine, I found all the cars, I found the track, the transformer, and I've been very tidily putting everything away where it belongs. I just have to put a couple of the accessories back in their boxes. And we'll be all set there too. So a couple really neat electrified play sets, got a few pictures, and a whole pile of records for me. So in all, pretty good day. So thanks so much for watching today's episode, guys. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe as I go on these adventures and go digging around looking for treasures in unlikely places on a regular basis. You can check us out on Instagram at Curiosity Inc. YEG. You can also find us on Facebook under Curiosity Inc. And yeah, drop by the shop sometime if you're in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and come visit us live in person at our store, which is also called Curiosity Incorporated. Look, we kept it simple. It's the same name for everything. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. We'll see you all soon, and bye for now.